and welcome to another First Descendant video. So yesterday I made a video regarding Freyna and I said they don't need to nerf her. And overnight I got a lot of comments, so I was going to sit down and reply to them, but I thought instead, why not just make a video and just go over the comments and see what people are saying, and just this will be faster, I suppose. So first up, Warsinzo, neither Freyna nor Bunny need nerfs. We just need more content. I'm a Freyna main. I used to play with her when she sucked just because I love the character. We don't need nerfs. We spend a lot of time, effort, and money. Nerfing them is absolute disrespect. Even when I'm not playing with Freyna or Bunny, I like to see a good Freyna or Bunny to help the team to the podcast. Yeah, I agree. I totally agree. Again, it is not about being overpowered or not. It's about playing the game efficiently. You have spent a lot of catalysts, a lot of energy activators, and a lot of time coming up experimenting with builds, and now if you have a good build, they expect it to be nerfed, so it's a bit strange. Dark Akazi, facts, I'm too Freyna, so glad they buffed. I don't want to nerf. Yeah, I agree. Since Alt Freyna is sold as a product for real money, nerfs might create legal issues as the product is not functioning as original showcase. Interesting. I didn't think about this, but yeah, I don't know if this would be a problem as such, but it's an interesting point. When okay, so that was Mr. Pizza. Honey Seidenba. When amount of players start to drop non-stop, they'll know nerfing Freyna and Bunny is a stupid decision. I agree, because I have two examples for you. First, we have Helldivers, and then last year we had Diablo 4. Both those games, they nerfed a lot of things, and Helldivers was doing very well. They nerfed the game and the characters or guns or whatever. I don't really know. I didn't play it, but they had a big drop in player numbers, and of course then Sony came in and shot themselves in the foot with the PSN requirement and the community managers creating drama and all of that. But it started with all the nerfs, because the moment they see, because people will find a way to make the content as efficient as possible. You can nerf one character, nerf one gun, something else will come along, people will find shortcuts. If you remember all these other things that people were doing, like quitting missions, doing void farms, and then stopping halfway, at least these things are being done and completed properly. Diablo had the same issue. I think it was season 1 or 2 where they heavily nerfed all the characters, and it saw a big decline, and the devs kind of even came back and sort of apologized, and then next season they just changed everything. They added harder content, like even harder dungeons for the people who have maxed out their characters in Diablo, for example. So it's going to be the same thing. If they nerf Bunny and Freyna, a lot of people like me will back away, players numbers will drop, and then they'll have to either buff everything again and then add more content. It's basically a problem of content, in my opinion, not just one or two characters being overpowered. Next, Johnny Good. The easiest solution for this is to allow players to toggle which descendants they want to pair with for matchmaking in the dungeons and world maps. This will allow those who want a challenge on 400% invasion to test their builds without issue. Also, descendants who want to shoot their guns without seeing green poison everywhere. I suppose they could do it, but I think the player number right now isn't big enough for them to even divide the matchmaking further. Can go solo right now. Yeah, exactly. You can do solo. You don't have to play in a lobby. Nobody needs nerfs in this game. This isn't a game. Characters should be. This is a basically this is a PvE game. You don't need to nerf the characters. Thank you. Yes, I'm so sure people are just looking for another game to become a nerf meta character dilemma. But this game is literally a Destiny Warframe itself, with the bad stuff out of the two big game systems. This game just needs to buff the other characters to keep up, and some reworks passives and all. Jaber needs a look, Ajax, etc. Basically what we need is more content variety that are suited for different descendants and their skills. So for example, right now, mobbing Bunny, Freyna, void farms, the void bosses, you have Haley, Lepic. For outposts you have Sharon, although they are thinking of changing that. And then other things you can have, for example, opening the vaults, you have Enzo, buffing the teammates, you have Enzo. So there are still some cases, but most of the content is farming, mobbing, 400% dungeons, and of course these two are excelling at that. 226 external dolphin. There was no 250 dungeon before 400%. Both 250 and 400 came together. No, my friend, you were either not playing the game. Okay, basically before season 1, what we had was what he's saying, the modifier thing. Okay, so you had to select the different modifiers and do them solo. With the start of season 1, they added 100% dungeons, 150% and 250%. 150 nobody was playing, so they dropped the 150. And then with Freyna on the 10th of October, they added 400%. That was like the big update for the second update. 250 was already there at the start of the season 1, early September, late August. So yeah, I think I have some videos. Let me actually show it to you. Alright, so here is my video from September, 17th of September. So remember the second update, the Ultimate Freyna and the 400% dungeons, they came in on the 10th of October. So this is 17th of September. You can see we have the 100%, 150, 250. Nobody was playing 150, so they dropped it. But yeah, these things 250 were before the 400%. So start of season until the second update, we had the 250% dungeons, which was the hardest content at that time. They advertised Ultimate Freyna for 400%. Okay, moving on. How about some activities geared towards other descendant strength? Would be nice to use a non-bunny or Freyna without watching everything die before we have a chance. Yeah, that is basically the issue right now. Game is still very early in its life cycle. So if you see Destiny or Warframe, they took years before we got to a point where there was enough content to suit all types of people. What they need to do is have some content for casual players, have some content for hardcore players, and of course in between different things to do so everybody's happy, they can jump in, play for a little bit, because not everybody is seriously grinding and optimizing and trying to just, you know, farm everything efficiently like me. But there are also people like me who want to not waste time and just go and get the job done. Like I just logged in 30 minutes, I do all the invasion dungeons, check the research, put a catalyst on, and I'm done, unless I'm working on a gun or something. So yeah, we'll have to wait to see where we get to that point. All right, Ricky Bolter. Nah, you are wrong. Poison thread is far too strong to the point if someone tries to shoot it in spawn, they won't even hit before it dies. You yourself even said with her in 400% it's hard. That says it all. In my opinion, the poison ticks need slowed down and damage nerf to 50% still wouldn't hurt her and would make other classes viable to play. There's literally so many character choices that people rely on 2 to carry teams. That's very boring. Games need some serious character rebalancing. I agree. Nerfing, no. Yes, I'm not saying she's not overpowered. I literally said in the video she is overpowered. Spread is, you know, going everywhere. But I still say that you need 1 or 2 overpowered people to do the job efficiently. I agree with you. Unhinged take. You obviously don't know what unhinged means. Didn't come up, and I see it as point of view at the same time. Isn't nerfing a character, you just revert and is working as intended. Nah. The game overwhelms you with hate and you don't miss shots all those. Instead of having, yeah, everyone has their roles. It'll take time to get to a point where they have enough variety. Some players want to enjoy the game with others and aren't always looking to speedrun through content, and Bunny and Freyna unfortunately forces all players to have either play solo or let the bunnies and do all the work. See, this is the problem here. Enjoy the game, have fun. What does that mean? Please define it. Like, is it just slowly shooting 15 enemies? Because if you want to do that, then play solo. You want to play with others, but you want others to play the way you want. And you don't even know what that is. You just say you want to enjoy. What does that mean? Playing slowly, just shooting with random guns? It's just, if you are in the 400% dungeons, you have cleared the campaign, you have reached hard mode, so you have a decent character and a level, you probably have multiple descendants. Why are you not playing Freyna or Bunny? Why are you not carrying? So it's just a stubbornness issue by the end of the day. My real issue with playing in groups with Freyna is it lags my Xbox to where it's almost. Yeah, I agree with that. They need to optimize some of the performance things, because it is that contagion can slow down even low-end systems, like even mine. I had to tweak a few settings to make sure it still stays smooth. Anyway, as a multiplayer co-op game, these two are 100% problems. So many times invasions turn into a walking simulator because Freyna and Bunny ruin the fun. Again, fun. What is fun? What is your fun? For me, clearing things efficiently, seeing my character being as powerful as possible, and just destroying everything as efficiently, that is fun for me. What is your fun? So somebody has spent a lot of time upgrading, improving their descendant. They're playing the descendant that is the most optimized, the most overpowered, and you don't want them to play. You want them to play slowly to suit your needs. Again, you want to play with other people, but you want other people to play with you. How does that make any sense? It's not about being strong characters or not. It's about Freyna and Bunny. Don't let other people. Again, what does this even mean? Don't let other people play. You have multiple choices and options to play how you want. You just want people to play the way you want. You say here in invasion dungeons. Why do you want a challenge in the invasion dungeons? I don't understand this. You have to improve your build to take care of the dungeons as efficiently as possible, whether it's via guns, Enzo with crit on the guns, or you take other people. Again, solo is an option. It's all about people wanting to play the way they want, and others also should be playing according to how they want to play. I don't understand that. Play solo, exactly. It's a multiplayer game. I have and I like Piranha. She's overturned. Unlimited spread needs to be kept. They are looking into it, to be fair. So we'll see how that happens. But yeah, we'll see. Freyna doesn't need a nerf. Her whole concept is a contagion, a virus that spreads. People gonna play what they want to play. It's a multiplayer game. Not everybody has that much time to spend on a dungeon. That can be done in 5 minutes instead of 10, 15. Agree, totally agree with the Pepe said. I actually tested this. So when I play Freyna or Bunny and I go through a 400% dungeon, it's usually 4 to 5 minutes to finish everything. The other day I was trying to level up Viesa. I did it solo and it took me almost 15 minutes. I did it with a group and it still took 8 to 9 minutes because the group did not have a Freyna. There was a Bunny, but no Freyna. And it still took like 9 minutes or something. So why should I spend 15 minutes when something can be done in 5? Because when I am going through the dungeon, I have a purpose. I'm either leveling a gun, either I'm testing a build, I am, gaining XP, trying to farm gold, something, getting more amorphous materials just to open and get more catalyst blueprints. Whatever the reason, the objective is not shooting in the dungeon, it's to get the thing at the end. It's not the journey, it's the destination here. People can play solo instead in the mission if they don't like Freyna or Bunny kill the enemies. Yeah, agree. Okay, we have a big comment here. The skill power modifier plus buff was overtuned. Imagine if LBCA blah blah blah. Started playing 2 months ago. I was lucky enough not to invest. First man couldn't play Bunny after maxing. Interesting points here. I mean, all fair to be honest, but yeah. My point in the video was that we need 1 or 2 overpowered people to clear this stuff. And later on in the game, you may have a situation where you have multiple different types of missions where different people will suit the missions better. What year Bunny built? I don't know what this means. What's your Bunny build? Maybe that's what they're asking. I have a Bunny build here. I'll maybe link it at the end of the video or something, if that's what you're asking. They're going to nerf Bunny next after Freyna. Once they do it once, and we say okay, then it sets a dangerous precedent. Trying to make other play the way you want is just outrageous because at the end of the day, Freyna and Bunny are most efficient farming tools we have. That's what they are. Really precarious situation for Nexon. The game is circling the drain already, so if they start nerfing the game, will die faster. I mean, the player base is low already. Yeah, good point. They don't have enough content right now to sustain a player base for the entire duration of a season. So they have an update comes out, people play it for like a week or two, and then they go into other things. So they have to have more content, and right now they have two very efficient, good descendants. Like Bernie was good from the start of the game. Now they've worked and they buffed Freyna, so they have two. Now they have to work quickly on getting the others up to a good level and add variety to the missions so that everybody has their proper roles. Because right now people are mostly calling for a nerf to Freyna because there isn't anything else to do where these two don't excel. Yeah, good points here. Fairy Hamid. Okay. I returned to the game because of Ultimate Freyna. Nerfing is a bad idea. Instead, buff every other character. In the end, everyone is going to play the character they love. Nerfing will kill the game for a lot of people. Being overpowered is what makes the game fun, not struggling to complete a mission. They should make every character. Yeah, exactly. Struggling to finish a mission. Like imagine if you're taking 20 minutes to finish a 400% invasion dungeons and you have 3 new descendants to farm and get amorphous materials with a 6% drop rate. People will leave. I'll stop if that becomes the case, because in the past we were doing 250% dungeons to get the 2 amorphous materials. With the 400% we are guaranteed the 2 very comfortably, and so you can do like spend an hour and do it like, I don't know, 10 times, get 20 amorphous materials, go to the Colossus, open them. It becomes a lot more efficient and saves a lot of time, because previously it was unbearable. So yeah, agree. Like Warframe PvE looter shooter game. Yeah, I'm with you 100%. Yep. If you don't think Contagion needs a nerf, then you're on crack. I don't know, man. I mean, people, they don't listen, they don't read, they don't watch a minute of the video. I literally said in the video, she's overpowered and we need overpowered assets. I'm not saying she's not overpowered. Why is it that hard to understand? Like, I'm not saying she's not overpowered. She is overpowered. And I'm saying, yes, we need overpowered. So yeah, I don't know what people are saying. Like, they just want to be snarky. Okay, KM736. Cope. She still needs nerfs. Other descendants don't get to play. Don't get to play. Again, with the same fun. I can't enjoy. I can't shoot my guns. I don't understand this. And only buff, never nerf. Only go so far unless you want every character to spawn kill whole maps. Again, this is again a short-term, short-sighted view, because they think this is the only content that will ever be in the game. They have literally said it. They are adding more stuff. Mega Dungeon was announced for Season 2, which I think is going to be even bigger, more enemies probably. I don't know if it is still coming on. But yeah, I just don't see this response as being anything other than emotional. With no gun, everyone to kill boss as fast as Haley. Freyna is also the best bossing characters. See, nobody complains about Haley being a boss killer. Nobody. I've not seen anyone complain that, oh no, she's too powered, nerf her. But for Freyna, they want nerfs. Bossing characters now. Freyna is one of the best bossing characters now. She's good at the first 4 bosses, but you take Freyna to Deathstalker without a shield build and you'll struggle. And of course, you can make any character decent for bossing if you invest the right amount of catalyst and stuff. Val be obsolete, optimize, Bunny Val be. Yeah, it's the same thing. Like we don't get to play and stuff like that. Memphis 101. I hate when devs nerf PvE game. Freyna is my favorite since the beta. If they nerf her and not Bunny, leave, and I'm sure I won't be the only one. Sake of putting time into games. So yeah, see, nobody likes nerfs to their descendants or their favorite characters or guns, especially after people have spent weeks, months leveling them up, adding the right mods, spending a lot of time. So they have to be very careful with this. I'm not against the idea of tweaking Freyna a little bit. Like, okay, the contagion spread, I understand it is spreading everywhere. If they reduce the spread or range or something, sure, it can work. But if they nerf her into the ground and then they don't have another option that is equally strong, then yeah, I'll be leaving, because I don't want to spend 15 minutes doing 400% dungeons. Tom's, also the games will die quickly if people are just farming fast and not actually enjoying the activities. That is the enjoyment. Again, the same problem with fun and enjoyment. It's different for different people. Not everybody wants to play slowly and shoot their guns. It's different. Fun is different. I just don't understand why this concept is so hard to understand. Yes, that's one of the reasons player numbers are so slow. Low is the repetitive endgame farming. See this thing here. You see the contradiction here. Slow, the repetitive endgame farming loop. You are asking to nerf the descendant that is making this repetitive farming loop easier. You see the contradiction here. So on the one hand, it's not fun. We can't enjoy it. And then when they nerf Freyna, and you are taking 15 minutes to clear the 400% dungeons, you'll say it's boring, it's slow, it's hard, and I'm not having fun. So the one descendant that is overpowered and making the whole process efficient, I just don't see the logic here. Literally in the same sentence, you are contradicting yourself. Game needs new gameplay content that has some challenge where you work together as a team. Sure, yeah, we can expect that, hopefully. And of course, the problem is where you have some challenge, people leave. People just leave, like Molten Fortress. You go into Molten Fortress, if it's not cleared by the first, rage phase, people leave. When the things come down, the poles that you have to shoot, people leave. Because the moment they have to work together as a team, they leave. Nobody's interested. I still go into the obstructor fight, and people don't know that you have to shoot the ping balls. So there has to be a balance here. Albertus, okay. I will have to disagree with some of your statements. Frey and Bunny defo needs a nerf. They may be the best for destroying mobs, yet they are ruining the fun. Again, with the same fun. None of these people, literally none of these people, explain what fun is. To me, it seems like it's a big issue with casual versus the hardcore grinders in the game at the moment, because casual people just want to shoot some stuff, and hardcore people are trying to farm something, level up characters, guns, get new descendants, whatever, and these people just want to shoot some stuff, and they are upset that somebody is doing things efficiently. So I don't know why this is so hard to understand. Yeah, it's a weird thing to say, like, oh no, ruining the fun. Then they'll say everything is boring when they get nerfed. First, Freyna is my toxic babe and is part of my unholy trinity. I know how you feel and understand the frustration. Like you said, when you are grinding and farming, you want the most efficient at your disposal, which is for Bunny and Freyna. Exactly. You can run everything solo if fun is what you're after. And for the content that must be ran in a group, Frey and Bunny are not suited for anyways. I think he means like the void bosses and stuff. Yeah, exactly. You have the options, you're just choosing not to, and you're complaining that other people are not playing the way you want to. When you describe the beauty of Freyna, you make the game sound terrible. Because basically all the content sucks, and it's only worth doing if you can get through it as fast as possible. Even if Freyna is killing everything and you're standing there doing nothing, that's better than actually having to play the content. In your eyes, the game will get worse if you actually have to play it. Again, play it fun. This is back to the same thing. You don't understand the concept of a looter shooter if you think taking time doing the mundane repetitive missions is fun. I don't know what to say, man. That's bad, dude. Freyna and Bunny are terrible solutions to a way bigger problems. I agree there are bigger problems, and they are slowly working their way through. So they have buffed one or two descendants now. They'll buff others. They'll add more content. Yeah, just be patient. Freyna and Bunny need a longer cooldown in skills. They'll be nerfed for sure, and gun characters will be very strong. We shall see. We shall see. Also, regarding the cooldowns, Freyna's fourth ability, the gun she pulls out, that has 110 seconds cooldown. What else do you need? And even the normal ones, they have a lot of cooldown. We use a lot of mods and things to reduce the cooldown. They don't need a nerf. Other descendants need content suited for them. 400% dungeons were created for Reyners to shine in this patch. Exactly. And I bet the upcoming content will be suited for Sharon, as she's probably the new. Yeah, that seems interesting, Lady Lynn. And yeah, this is a good point. 400% dungeons were added with Freyna with this patch, because they were adding a difficult dungeon, and they probably thought, okay, let's add Ultimate Freyna, so at least we have one descendant that can clear this efficiently. And people are crying about that. Marcus Wiggles with a genius comment here. Dumb. Yes, very high IQ comment here. Ninja PC Master, remove AoE from the game, problem solved. AOE. We shall see. I mean, if it wouldn't, I don't know. It's let's see how they tweak this, because while it makes sense with the Freyna, you can remove the contagion and just use the normal venom synthesis and run fast and still do the damage. So yeah, it's hard to say. But overall, what I'm seeing here is there are clearly two camps. Casual camp wants to just, you know, play around, fool around, do some stuff, shoot guns, and then there is the hardcore side that wants to do things efficiently. I played more of season 1 simply because Freyna got the buff. When Freyna got the buff in late September, I think, up until that point, I had only maxed out Bunny, Ultimate Bunny. That's it. And I had maxed out Thunder Cage and during Legacy, maybe Secret Garden by that time, I don't know. Like 2 or 3 guns and 1 Descendant, because that's all I needed. Now, as they're adding more content, they added 400% dungeons. They added Freyna, gave her a buff, so I maxed her out. Then they added Deathstalker, so maxed out Enzo to do that. And so we are starting to get more content and maxing out Descendants for that purpose. I'm not using Freyna for Colossus. Okay, the first 3-4 I can take Freyna and kill them quickly with a 4th, but the public Colossus, I don't take Freyna there, I take Enzo. And Enzo is buffing the teammates, making the group thing work better, because you buff all the characters, all your teammates, you take down bosses, you revive them, you have shields, stuff like that. So again, you have to play the game the way the game is designed and available right now, and wait patiently for more content. If you just sort of throw your toys out and complain, oh, I'm not having fun, like literally all these people who are saying fun, I can't enjoy, they're not describing what their fun is. So that makes me just think they are just casually just checking out the game, and they're not happy because it's not playing like Call of Duty or something. Yeah, it's just a strange situation. But either way, they are looking into tweaking Freyna. They are very careful with the wording. They said they'll look into it, but they don't want to nerf already released Descendants. So let's see how they do this, because again, for me, it's all about efficiency. If I lose that efficiency, I'm kind of done with the game. If I can still manage efficiency, let's say they do tweak Freyna a little bit, if I can use Bunny instead, that will be fine, I don't mind. I can switch to any Descendant that is the most efficient. But just straight up nerfing a Descendant, that's just, like somebody said earlier, that's just disrespecting the time and effort put into this. Anyway, this video is getting long. This debate will continue. But yeah, thank you for all the comments, everyone. Good discussion. And let's see what we have. I need to farm some catalysts and be ready in case they do nerf her. I have a month, so I guess I'll, you know, farm a lot of gold and catalyst and stuff and see how things go in the future. Anyway, thank you, and I'll see you soon with another video.